here we had, while we had a bit of fear in the community, in the non-Muslim community about what was going on, we didn't have any overt assaults. Not to say there wasn't, but in my context, we didn't suffer any backlash from the incident. And in fact, Allah is the best of planners. We've had more people speaking to us now about Islam than we ever had before in general conversation. Well, that situation hasn't arisen largely because, excuse me, it's a young family, they're young children, but and also because alhamdulillah, I have a very good wife, and we create an environment, an Islamic environment at home, and so there's no feeling that Islam is second best. There's no feeling that that we're sacrificing something to something good for something less. They understand that Islam is their religion. They understand that that's the normal for them, and they understand the beauty of, I hope so, of Islam. That's again another difficult question. It creates, you're presenting hypotheticals, which are just that, hypotheticals. If I look at the instance of my children, they're born into a Muslim family, and for them, Muslim or Islam is the natural way. It is part of their life. It gives their life meaning. Whether to turn back the time or to have that choice of being a Muslim or a non-Muslim is, if you like, a question which can't be answered. But by the same token, that question does confront Muslims who are born into the Muslim faith. They quite often the worst thing about Islam are the Muslims, not the religion. And I think some of the dawah work that's being done by our brothers and sisters around the world should be concentrated on the Muslim population to bring them back to the Quran and the Sunnah. I don't take things for granted, whereas a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew born into the appropriate family may take things for granted because they're taught that that's the way that they are, or that's the way things are. So with my embracing Islam, it was a conscious choice. There was a period of evaluation of pros and cons between Islam and Christianity and whatever, and so there was a process where I had to arrive at a decision. So there's that review process in the that took place in the conversion to Islam, which I think all Muslims need to undertake as well. We all need to be aware of why are we Muslims, and what are our responsibilities and obligations as Muslims. I haven't felt that at all. What happens is obviously your faith is tested from time to time. At times it grows, at times it weakens, and that's a part of a struggle that we all have as Muslims. So certainly your faith is challenged, and that I don't believe is unique to me. But there's no sense of loss or grief at all of becoming a Muslim. No. Well, dawah, it takes many forms, as we all know, and we all have obligations as Muslims to let the religion be known. But we're not responsible for the conversion or reversion of all people. Only Allah knows who will open their hearts to Islam. So my dawah, if you like, has been more to understand the religion better. We can't make claims for Allah which He didn't make. So obviously we need to increase our religion to make sure that when we do talk to people, that we are speaking the truth as Allah revealed it to us. So my dawah is more to show people by actions rather than words, to show people that as a Muslim I'm living a good, clean life. My family is growing up strong and have principles that we're trustworthy people. That all the things which you would typically expect from people who observe their faith. I think that's the largest. Well, for me, that's certainly the biggest jihad is to create a home environment in which Islam can grow, or the faith of my children, my wife and myself can grow in an Islamic environment. No, my parents, my father passed away many years ago, so it's only my mother. And my mother is like us all, I suppose, is a product of her times, and she was born in an era which had some domination by religion. That the church was seen as an authority, and not necessarily a kind authority. So her reaction or exposure to religion is seen from that context. So even though she understands what I'm and my family are about, and she sees that what we do, I think my mother is in her own way a product of her time. I don't believe it's my position to give messages. I think the most important thing is to understand your religion, is to gain more awareness of the gift that you've been given by Allah, and start in your own home. Start to practice the Islamic